And today was day 3 of Buffalo Bills training camp in the 2024 season. And today was definitely won by the defense. In the first 2 practices, I told you I didn't think that there was a dropped pass over the first 2 days. Well, today I know there was at least 2 drop passes. I know one by Shakir and a running back also hit a drop pass. I know, and there may have been a couple more, I don't know, but I know I saw those 2. But there were also 3 interceptions from Josh Allen. One by Taylor Rapp, one by Christian Benford, and one by Kaiir Elam. Now, I love seeing, it's sort of a two-sided coin here because you want to see the defense be successful, but you want to see the offense be successful. You want everybody to be successful, and that's just hard to do when you're practicing each other. So, I don't know whether they were wrong. It's hard to tell sometimes whether they were wrong routes or a bad pass or things. I don't think I could tell on any of those. They were longer passes, all of them, which Josh might not have thrown during the regular season, but, you know, in training camp, you can let those fly. I'm not scared about that at all. And Josh Allen is the man. And it's good to see our defense putting some pressure on, too. They still don't have pads on, so it's really, really hard to judge the offensive line and the defensive line. But Groot knows how to get his arms up, and he has deflected a pass again today. And Ed Oliver, Schmoot, those guys are getting in the backfield. So, you know, I hope once they get pads on, we can really get a glimpse of, you know, what's going on there. The offense and defensive line, I tried to watch their drill a little bit. Ryan Vandermark looks awesome on the left side. Not so great on the right side, just like always. So he is definitely our backup left tackle, and he does a great job behind Deion Dawkins. Some of the other drills, you know, Ed, again, getting in there, Greg Rousseau getting in there, and, you know, it was a fun day. I enjoyed watching the other guys that weren't involved in the offensive and defensive line drill at the time cheering on their teammates. There was one time in particular, Richard Courage just did a great job. I can't remember who he was defending, but he did a fantastic job, and the whole offensive line celebrated what he was able to do. So, good on that. I do think my star of the day today is going to actually be our backup quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky. He is throwing dimes out there on the field. I think he looked fantastic, and he has since the start of camp, which is, you know, it's only day 3, but he is playing well. And maybe it's just I didn't feel really good when Kyle Allen was taking snaps last year. You know, it really made me nervous, actually. I didn't think that he was going to have a great season. We never actually had to see, and hopefully we never have to see Mitch play much. But I have encouragement behind Mitch. I think he fits our system really well, the Bills system really well, and is a talented quarterback. So it'll be fun to see. Maybe he'll get some cleanup duty on some games or things like that. But hopefully not actually start a game, because that would mean Mr. Allen was not playing. We don't want that for sure. As far as autographs today, was able to get Ed Oliver to sign this football for me. I really wanted him to sign it all the way across in silver, but he took the black pen and signed it right there. So it is what it is. Maybe I'll get Groot or Daquan Jones on here to get both of our defensive tackles on the football on this side would be pretty cool too. So, or Epinesa maybe. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that, as I'll take that back to practice. And then the other autograph I was able to get from our defensive line today is from Casey Toohill. I didn't have a picture of him before, and he's been signing autographs for people. So I went on and found this picture from training camp that they already put up, and cropped out Epinesa, who he's talking to. And I told him that too. He thought that was funny. But Casey, coming over from the Washington Commanders, And he had a solid season last year for them, and look forward to seeing what he can do as a Buffalo Bill. You know what, though? Now that I think about it, I do love what Mitchell Trubisky is able to do for our team, but I'm not going to give him the star of the game today, or the star of practice today, because the MVP of practice today came out at the end of practice. And I wasn't even going to talk about this because I know they deserve their personal life and things, and I don't, talk about some of this stuff, but the Bills posted pictures, maybe even a videos coming of this happening, and at the end of practice, Kim Pagula, a couple of years ago, had a heart attack, and she's been recovering since. Last year, everybody was excited to see her just in her parked vehicle in the corner at training camp practices, and seeing what she was able to just be there. We were just happy that she was there and alive and with us. And today, though, at the end of practice, her husband Terry walked over to that vehicle, and she got out. And she walked over to where the guys were and ended practice. She broke practice down. And it was just exciting to see her walking, and excited to see her involved with the team again. So, yeah, star of the practice, Kim Pagula. I did go to Houghton College with Kim. We are the same age. Didn't really know her that well while we were in college, but do remember her, because I had to take a year off for cancer, so it messed up the whole what years we were in, but we were freshmen together in college. But yeah, that meant a lot to me as a fan. I think it meant a lot to a lot of other fans. We applauded. The fans that saw it happening applauded that she was out there. I think it meant a lot to the players. I saw a picture of DeMar Hamlin hugging her. So that's great. Everything positive there. A lot of positive things to say about camp today. The guys, I think they slowed it down a little bit today in practice to break down things a little bit more. There was a lull there a little bit where they were doing a bit of a walkthrough of some things, which I told you the first day of practice, they weren't doing any walkthroughs. They were playing hard. Today, maybe they just wanted to slow it down a little bit, break some things down, and see where things line up. And the running game looked good too. Cook, Davis looks great. Johnson and Evans, they all looked very good. I'd hate to be the running back coach and have to figure out that depth chart, because those guys really are playing well. But with that, go Bills. Tomorrow, I don't know if there's no practice or it's just not open to the public, but we will not be there. And then back on Sunday, where my main man Seth is going to go to practice with me. And look forward to that. So go Bills. And always remember, God loves you. And so do I.